Hey guys, happy New Year's Eve, our final workout of the year, and we have a fun one for you. We're actually going to start with conditioning and finish with some strength work. So the workout to start is going to be 10 rounds of 3 clean and jerks. These will be power, you don't have to squat, and 3 bar facing burpees. So you have 8 minutes to get through 10 rounds. That means you need to be less than a minute a round. This should be relatively quick. How most people will do this will probably be dropping the weight every time. You can hold on to it if you're stronger. This is meant to be that moderately heavy weight. Prescribed is 135 for guys, 95 for women. So I'll show you the 2 variations. So if you do singles or 1 rep at a time, it's going to look like this. Find your grip, chest up, catch, overhead, and I drop it. All right? And then I step up to it again. Okay. Doing 1 at a time like that. If you're stronger, lighter weight, want to move a little faster, you can hold on to the bar. It's a little bit more technical. Okay, main thing here is how do I get the bar from overhead back to the floor? You have to time it. So as it comes down, you're kind of controlling the fall, receive it, hips back, so the bar still touches the ground close to your body. Okay, so it looks like this. Starts the same, but as you go to the next rep, okay, so significantly faster, but again, requires a lot more strength. You're going to have a really high heart rate. This is meant to be a sprint, so feel free to mix and match how you approach it. The other movement is the classic bar facing burpee. So when you get to the floor, you don't have to jump back. You can step your feet back 1 at a time if you want, but the rule is you have to get your chest and thighs to the floor behind the bar. So you can't be too close to the bar. This is not a good rep, okay? So to be fully behind the bar, coming back up, you can jump your feet, step, whatever you want, as long as you jump over the bar with both feet at the same time. So it has to be a 2-footed jump. You can't do like this, okay? So you do a 2-footed jump, reset, 2-footed jump, back over. That's it, all right? So have fun with this, guys. You got 8 minutes, and then we're gonna go into some bench press strength. All right, so we got a fun strength portion here because it's classic bench press, but also it's pretty high volume. It's gonna be 5 sets. Every 2 minutes, you're gonna do 12 bench press. So it's important here, you're going to need to adjust the weight possibly. Most people aren't going to know exactly what this will feel like, the recovery in between, so feel free to adjust up or down depending on each set, okay? But this should feel hard, like 9 out of 10 effort every single round, all right? So just a couple reminders for the bench press. All right, when you set up, always when we talk about the grip in here, there is no perfect bench press grip. We prefer that similar grip that's just outside shoulder width because it translates to our push press, our jerks, our dips, handstand push-ups, but any grip is fine, all right? Just make sure that you measure out the bar so you have an equal grip on the bar, okay? When you come out, make sure that your feet are pressed into the ground. So they shouldn't be out here. Pull them back under you, press down into your heels. You're gonna feel that tension in your hamstrings and your butt, okay? So get that tension, you have your grip. As you come out of the rack, squeeze that bar tight. So grip the bar, recruit all the muscles in your arms you can, pull the shoulder blades back down against the bench, big breath, touch your chest, drive back up, all right? So if you need to rest, you rest here, big breath, and bang out those reps, okay? So press through the feet, squeeze the bar, be aggressive, adjust the weight as you go. If you do have shoulder issues, some people, the straight bar can cause some pain in the shoulder. You can do dumbbells today. So dumbbells typically is much nicer on the shoulder because you kind of rotate the hands. So that's our strength today, and we do have a finisher as well. All right, guys, our finisher today is kind of fun. We have 2 movements. We're going to be doing L-sits on the Parallette and just holding a heavy sandbag or D-ball for 45 seconds. So the L-sit is going to be 2 10-second holds. So you got to hold for 10 seconds, rest as long as you think you need, and then another 10-second hold, okay? We should be working on variations where we can get the full 10 seconds in a row. So let's talk about scaling this easy to hard. So the easiest position is going to be what we call a chair sit, okay? And really just trying to get from this position, just trying to pull your feet off the ground and just holding your body here for 10 seconds, okay? So if you can do that, the next is to be trying to pull your hips forward, all right? So I'm gonna go into what we call a chair hold. So I pull forward, and now my thighs are parallel to the ground, okay? From there, we're going to try to extend our legs, okay? This is hard because now our legs are heavy. This is the idea of gymnastics. The longer our body extends from the center point, the more leverage we're going to feel. So you'll start off here and then try to drop one leg out, you can switch. Okay, you'll feel this in your hip flexors and your quads. And the final thing is, can you hold both legs out? And I tell people, really try to flex the quad, really get straight legs, not like bent knees, but really flexing the quads and seeing what that feels like. Okay, so sit up and holding. Okay, when I do that right now, not totally warmed up, I feel my triceps, okay, and I feel my quad wanting to cramp. There's a lot of tension. So really awesome drill, 2 by 10 second hold. After that, we're going to find a heavy D-ball or sandbag. And again, this is fun because this gives us an opportunity to play with something we might not use very often. So the idea for either the sandbag or the D-ball is you have to pick it up. You got to get into this bear hug position. So you want to rock it a little left and right to get your hands underneath it as much as you can. If it's really heavy, what you're going to have to do is basically deadlift it so my arms are straight. I'm going to deadlift it up to my knees, and then from there I can rest it, right? So now it's resting on my thighs, and I'm going to get this big bear hug, grab my hand on the other side, and then I'm going to stand up and then hold it in this position for 45 seconds, all right? So this is exhausting. It's like your midline's going to be tired, your grip's going to be tired. You're like, do I want to slouch? Do I want to keep my chest up? It's hard to breathe, all right? So adjust the weight on that. See how heavy you can go. 4 rounds back and forth. So that should be fun at the end of the day. All right? See you guys tomorrow.